Have you ever pondered over the concept of eternity? What does it mean to you? Eternity, in its most profound sense, is a concept that transcends the confines of human understanding. It's a mystery, an enigma, a paradox that has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers alike since the dawn of time. It's an abstract idea that is woven into the fabric of our universe in various forms: infinite space, endless time, and the immortal soul. Picture this: the vastness of the cosmos, stretching out into an infinite expanse, galaxies upon galaxies far beyond what the human eye can see. This is a glimpse of eternity in the form of infinite space, unending, boundless. It is a testament to the enormity of the universe we inhabit. Now think of time, not in terms of hours, minutes, or seconds, but as a ceaseless river flowing from the past through the present and into the future. Time, in its relentless march, embodies the concept of eternity, reminding us of the transient nature of our existence. And then there is the immortal soul, the essence of our being that many believe to be eternal, transcending the physicality of life and death. The soul, in its infinite journey, is a manifestation of eternity within us, a beacon of immortality in a world of mortality. Eternity has been a subject of contemplation and reverence in various cultures and philosophies around the world, from the ancient Egyptians, who viewed eternity as a cyclical continuation of life and death, to the Eastern philosophies that perceive it as the endless cycle of reincarnation, to the Western religions that believe in an eternal afterlife. The concept of eternity is deeply entrenched in our collective consciousness. When we speak of eternity, we are entering a realm that language and logic can only touch upon, but never fully grasp. It's a realm that challenges our perception of reality, a realm that beckons us to explore the depths of our understanding, a realm that is, in essence, the enigma of eternity. In the East, the wheel of life and death spins in an eternal cycle. This is the crux of Eastern philosophies, where the notion of eternity takes on a form that is deeply intertwined with the human spirit's journey. Let's delve into Hinduism first. Here, the belief is that the soul or Atman is eternal. The Atman is not tied to the physical body, but instead transcends it, living on even after the body has ceased to exist. When one life ends, the Atman is reborn in a new body, beginning a new life. This cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is known as samsara. It's a wheel that keeps turning, spinning the soul through countless lifetimes. But why does this cycle continue? The answer lies in karma, the law of action and reaction. The deeds of past lives influence the conditions of the next. Now let's journey a little further east, to the realm of Buddhism. Here the concept of eternity is again seen as a cycle, but with a significant difference. Buddhism proposes the idea of anatta, or non-self. It suggests that there is no unchanging permanent self, soul, or essence in living beings. Instead, the self is a collection of changing physical and mental processes. Despite this difference, Buddhism too speaks of a cycle of rebirth, influenced by one's actions and desires. In both these philosophies, the cycle continues until liberation is achieved. In Hinduism, this liberation or moksha is the realization of one's true self and unity with the divine. In Buddhism, it's nirvana, the extinguishing of desires and the suffering they cause. The Eastern perspective of eternity, then, is not about a never-ending line stretching into the future. It's about a wheel constantly turning, carrying the soul through cycles of experience and transformation. It's about the journey of the soul, learning, growing, and evolving, lifetime after lifetime. In the Eastern thought, eternity is not a linear progression, but a cyclical journey. In contrast, the Western philosophies often view eternity as a linear progression. In the grand tapestry of Western thought, the concept of eternity manifests as a straight line that extends unbroken, from the past into an infinite future. Let's delve into the Western religious perspectives first. In the Abrahamic religions, which include Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, there's a prevalent belief in an eternal afterlife. This afterlife is seen as a timeless existence that follows our earthly life. It's often depicted as a place of eternal reward or punishment, based on the moral choices we make here on earth. This is a stark contrast to the Eastern belief in cyclical reincarnation and the ultimate goal of liberation from this cycle. Now let's journey back to ancient Greece, the cradle of Western philosophy. Here, great thinkers like Plato and Aristotle contemplated the nature of eternity. Plato, in his timeless dialogues, posited the existence of an eternal world of forms or ideas which are perfect and unchanging. This is in sharp contrast to our tangible world, which is in constant flux and thus temporal. Aristotle, on the other hand, envisioned eternity as the unmoved mover, a perfect entity that exists outside of time and causes all change without itself changing. He argued that this entity must be eternal, for anything that changes must have a cause, and this chain of cause and effect cannot go back infinitely. These philosophical musings have shaped the Western understanding of eternity as a continuous, unending progression. They present a linear perspective where time is not a loop that returns to its starting point, but a path that stretches forward into an infinite future. In the West, eternity often represents an unending timeline, stretching infinitely into the future. Whether it's the promise of an everlasting afterlife, or the philosophical ponderings of ancient scholars, the Western view of eternity is a journey with no end in sight, a testament to the human spirit's relentless quest for understanding and meaning. But what does science have to say about eternity? A fascinating question indeed. Let's delve into the mind-boggling world of scientific interpretations of eternity. To begin with, let's consider the space-time continuum, a concept that underpins the foundation of modern physics. It's a four-dimensional fabric that intertwines the three dimensions of space with the one dimension of time. In this model, the universe doesn't exist in a fixed state but is constantly evolving, moving forward in time. Here, eternity isn't a static concept but an ever-unfolding process, an endless journey through time and space. Moving on, we encounter the concept of infinity, which is integral to many scientific theories and mathematical models. Infinity isn't a number in the traditional sense. Rather, it's a concept that represents an unbounded quantity. It's a way of expressing the idea that something can continue without end. In a sense, infinity embodies the very essence of eternity. Now let's take a leap into the realm of the mind-boggling with the possibility of multiverses. This theory suggests that our universe may not be the only one, but one of many, possibly an infinite number of universes, each with its own laws of physics. If true, this would mean that every possible event could occur an infinite number of times in an infinite number of universes, truly encapsulating the idea of eternity. Yet it's important to remember that these are theories, ideas that attempt to explain the unexplainable. They offer glimpses into what eternity might look like through the lens of science, but they don't provide definitive answers. So, as we ponder the mysteries of eternity, we find that science offers its own intriguing perspectives. It presents us with theories that stretch our understanding, challenge our preconceptions, and push the boundaries of our imagination. Science, in its quest to understand the universe, offers its own intriguing perspectives on eternity. So, we have journeyed through various interpretations of eternity. As we navigated this voyage of understanding, we delved into the depths of the East, the West, and even the realms of science, attempting to unravel the enigma that is eternity. The Eastern perspective, steeped in spirituality and philosophy, sees eternity as a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, an endless loop of existence, where time is but an illusion. We then journeyed westward, where eternity is often viewed through a linear lens, a line stretching beyond our comprehension, from the birth of the universe to its eventual end. A timeline with an alpha and an omega, beginning and end, yet endless in its scope. The scientific perspective, on the other hand, brings another dimension to the table. Eternity is not just a metaphysical concept, but a physical reality, a vast expanse of space-time that stretches beyond the observable universe. It's a concept that challenges our understanding of time and space, offering a view that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. Despite their differences, these perspectives share a common thread, the idea of an infinite existence that transcends our mortal understanding. Each perspective, in its own unique way, tries to make sense of the seemingly nonsensical, to bring meaning to the incomprehensible. Yet, as we journey through these perspectives, it becomes clear that the mystery of eternity remains. It is a concept that continues to captivate us, to draw us in with its promise of something beyond our mortal coil. It is a concept that resonates within us, echoing through our collective consciousness a testament to our innate desire to understand the world around us and perhaps even the world within us. In our quest for understanding, we are reminded that eternity is not just a concept, but a journey of discovery, of understanding, and ultimately of self-reflection. In the end, perhaps eternity is a mirror, reflecting our deepest desires and fears, a concept as infinite and enigmatic as the universe itself.